As many of you may know, from the last census, 46% of the growth in the great city of Charleston was from the suburbs, and most of that from West Ashley. So how timely is this project to address the growing populations and infrastructure needs of District 10? So again, thank you to County Council. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And let's get that dirt turned over.
Is there a lot of difficulty getting this project together? I know that you have things to deal with, like the public being concerned about trees, and then you've got all of the utilities issues. What was the most challenging?
The most challenging was probably getting the contract awarded and getting the permit from the Army Corps of Engineers. There's a lot of wetlands on this road, so that was probably the most challenging part of this project. As far as the public goes, we've had, great relations with the public on this. The design was based on public comments, so they were really involved in. There's been no issues or complaints, and everyone's really happy that we're doing this project.
And you're expecting for this project to get started sometime this winter or spring?
Notice to proceed for the project will begin right after the new year. I believe it's January 4th, and will go all the way through April of 2014.
And you expect to be finished by then with the medians and the bicycle pathways and all of those things?
Everything will be finished by spring of 2014.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What does this mean to this area? This is part of your district. Was it the traffic an issue here? I mean, what was the need? And what is the need now
traffic count
for this?
Traffic count would obviously point out the need. I live just off this, and I see it in the morning, even though I'm retired and don't travel every day. But it's a classic conundrum for Charleston and everywhere else in South Carolina. As you build, as you increase the size, as people move in, you wind up having to reinvent the infrastructure. And this is a classic scenario of having to reinvent the infrastructure. Remember, Highway 61 is a historic highway. You can't widen Highway 61 from this location to Somerville. The Bees Ferry Road, obviously, when you finished Glen McConnell and you started building Grand Oaks and you started building everything else along Bees Ferry and 61 in this general area, you increased the traffic count astronomically. And so the road is catching up with where we should have been probably 10 years ago.
What does this mean in terms of connectivity? There are a lot of big highways out there that run right into this one, and how does that suit you? Is this going to help out with some of the traffic problems that are out here?
Absolutely. It's part of a comprehensive solution for the West Ashley area. When you look at the work we've done on Paul Cantrell, the work we have planned at 61 and 7, we want to make sure that folks who live out here in an area that has been approved for this growth for years have roads that are appropriate for the number of homes on it.
Where do we go from here? Is there a project coming up next that you may want to tell us about?
Well, certainly Highway 61 and 7, it's time for us to fix that Sam Rittenberg-Ashley River Road intersection that causes so many backups for folks. And I look forward to us announcing some exciting plans in the spring and having public hearings and meetings on that.
Is that where you're going to, Councilman?
Colleen obviously is interested in that area and concerned about that area, as am I. But on the other end, you have the same issues with Main Road across to Johns Island. And perhaps a widening or a flyover of Main on 17 would give some relief at that end. So in both ends, we have some issues that hopefully we'll be able to address. And of course in the middle, and this is almost speaking out of church, but look at Glen McConnell. All right, is Glen McConnell going to be extended any further than Bees Ferry Road? Is there any need to take traffic off of 61? Is there a need for Glen McConnell from where it is to Somerville? I don't know. I think there probably is, but we haven't gotten that far yet.
So your constituents are saying these are the priorities right now?
Absolutely.
The constituents speak to it, but the constituents, generally speaking, unless it's already an issue, don't see it. We see it before they do.
And County Council's ready for both of these projects?
Well, we wish we had an unlimited checkbook to pay for this. We obviously have to look at what are the highest priorities, and a lot of the time we're spending going, where's the need and where's the dollars that can solve that need.
So we're being realistic.
And the competition for the need. I mean, We got single-member districts for county council. Some of us are a little bit more parochial than others. I'm not, neither is Colleen. We look at the things across the entire county, not just in our districts, as it should be. But prioritizing is always an issue. Where is the greatest need for the limited dollars we have?